Yo, what's going on, everyone? It's your boy TP, and we back at it with another video or stream, you want to call it, for y'all. Today, we're gonna be talking about the developers' insight about what's going on in Destiny 2. We're gonna be covering over that today. Sorry, man, I just came from a long shift at work, so I needed some water. But we're gonna be kind of going over the deep dive of what's going on and the developers' insight. As you might know, Destiny 2 is coming to an end. On June 9th, they're going to be doing their final update as far as DLC wise content. Now, this does not mean that they're going to stop updating the game. Of course, they're going to always update the game. The problem is they're not going to be doing anything like this again. This is kind of going to be like the last thing they're going to do as far as DLC content wise. So we're going to be covering over that today. And we're going to just kind of be going through and giving my thoughts and opinion on everything. So without that being said, let's get right into it. It says, welcome to our first developer insight article, preparing for the release of the Moment of Triumphs on June 9th. We have quite a bit to get through for the next few weeks, and they're going to be listening on most of the stuff that they're going to be talking about. They're going to be talking about the directory, the disorientations, the portal, Gambit Ops, heavy metal. Is that like vehicles and shit? Oh, okay. And Sparrow Racing League. Obviously, Sparrow Racing League is something I enjoyed doing back in Destiny 1. So I'm kind of excited to see what they're going to be doing with that. So this is kind of how the new director is going to look. With the release of Moment of Trials, we put the directory back in the center of your gameplay. It's a guide to the Destiny universe and the place to plan your adventures. It creates the feeling of wonder we all love, and you see the solar system before you, ready to explore. And they brought this back. This is up to date. We added Kepler and Laws to the space as well. Those were the two planets that they added in Destiny last two expansion. Kepler was added at Edge of Faith, and the Lost Frontier was added with Renegades. So those are going to be the two new planets. So now we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Paleheart is 5. Eternal is 6. We don't really use that. 7. Well, 6, 7. Well, let me recount again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 destinations we can go to. That's going to be interesting. And on top of that, raids. Okay. So destinations are patrols. Destinations have always been the foundation of Destiny. Whether you touch down briefly for a public event, roam areas for patrols and secrets, and find various factions moving against each other. Basically, they're talking about the first steps of the Cosmodrome, and they spent over a decade kind of doing that and protecting the last city. With the director, we feel like it's a better time than ever to thrust players back into these frontiers. I agree. And nothing really crazy. Um, yeah, they're just talking about loot, legendary engrams, stuff like that. Nah, not too crazy. You might even find inspired by Splice Tech or some of our old friends at Safe Working Team, which will be interesting. Okay, cool. So the Cosmodrome, where all begins. Many Guardians can recall their first moments awakening in old Russia and that they weren't alone. Rasputin, the War Mind, called the Cosmodrome his home and proved himself by a mighty ally of humanity. The return of weapons that dropped from the Cosmodrome, you know what I meant to say, Cosmodrome, come from Rasputin's story arsenal along with the new origin tales. Uh-oh, so they're adding some guns back in the game. Okay. This shotgun, personally, I didn't really like it like that. Not gonna lie, I wasn't really a big fan of it. But this is kind of what the tier 5 of the 7 Seraph shotgun is gonna look. And these are some of the perks that they're gonna be adding. Slingshot is slide shot is really good, especially in PvP. Snapshot sights, Discord, closing time, quick draw, trench barrel, threat detector, 1-2 punch, oh wow, they actually got a lot. Hill clip. I'm interested in seeing all of that. Dual loader, surrounded. Surrounded is a pretty good one too. Slide shot is gonna be definitely good for PvP. Uh, Not gonna lie, they got some good weapons. Also, they're adding some weapons from Nessus that you can get back in the game. Outlaw and Rampage, Rangefinder, All Star. Wow. Demolition. A lot of these are closing time. These are a lot of really good perks, and they're adding a lot of these weapons back into the game. And they're tier 5 at that. So Europa's even getting their own rebooted version of weapons, which is pretty cool. So now these are weapons that you can actually grind for on these destinations, and you can get tier 5 loot. That's gonna be pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. I'm kind of glad they added that to the game. It's really, really good. Really, really like that. So basically, you don't feel like you're just bored as fuck in the game, because a lot of people, they feel like they're bored as fuck in the game, and I could definitely see that. So seeing that is pretty cool, not gonna lie. Disoriented destinations. Patrolling the system. Over the past few years, Destiny has focused more attention on structured campaigns, exciting playlists, and challenging cooperative activities. This has led to patrol mode feeling left behind without stronger rewards or clear reason to return. Many players have little incentive to exploring the winds of the solar. To remind Guardians of the allure of wandering these worlds, we introduced a new feature on 7 destinations: disorientation. Basically every hour a different destination becomes focused disoriented. The skies open. Oh shit. Whoa. So while the planet enemies are empowered and more fearsome. Interesting. This is dope. This is dope. I like this. I like this. It actually feels like we're gonna be playing like kind of like a Nightfall. They're still kind of public events, but that's still kind of cool. Um, and that's gonna be every hour, or that's just gonna be for the day? No, every hour. Oh shit! So a new planet can have a disorientation every hour, huh? Embraces new enhanced to patrol mode. Uh-oh. The celebration of all things that are already here and a small projection of new things to do and new rewards to discover. Our main goal with this feature was to support what we called the public loop that the connected areas that players patrol, where they can encounter other guardians and work to share goals. We leaned into the fun little things that are already there and add a little twist. This is going to be interesting. So basically, these are like champions, basically running around on planets. There are basically going to be public events that's going to be running around on planets. Cool. Cool. Every enemy will come disoriented too, making them tough, more aggressive, and more dangerous. Will massively change the low stress nature of patrol, but you may occasionally find the encounter that tests the skills of even the veteran guardians. You'll also discover some familiar challenges in new places and some strange signals leading to hidden rewards. Interesting. So this is how it's gonna look when you're basically having something going on the planet, and they will be happening pretty much every hour. So at the same time, when Iron Banner is added, it'll also be at the bottom of the screen. Really, really like that. Dope, super dope. Not gonna lie, I really, really like that. Obviously, we still have the lighthouse. It's gonna be at the top when you complete trials. Still like that. Cool. Great. I like this feature. I'm not gonna lie, I like this feature. I like that we are getting loot back on these planets. So basically, with this new activity that's going to be added to the game, it will basically be worth grinding for, because you'll be getting loot and you'll be getting those weapons that are possibly on those planets. Excuse me. All right. Overhauling the portal. I personally do not like the portal. The portal is trash to me. It does not really help us do shit. Like, I don't know why they added the portal. It was kind of stupid to me. Um, I mean, I think it's cool and all, but like, the portal is not really something that's really exciting to me. But they did do an overhaul. Since the release of Edge of Phase, we heard the feedback on the portal and loud and clear. The portal collab is gone. Thank God. However, we didn't want to remove quick access to Destiny playlist and content. While players can navigate through the director for numerous activities, we still wanted a portal of sort to quick find the content you want to play when you want it. We we are refactoring scoring, difficulty, and customization quite a bit to further address feedback around the systems. More on that in a later section. And basically, this is the new portal. Okay. You can still get shit from the portal. They still have different quick play activities. They still have different playlists you can do. It's still stuff and rewards you can get from completing the portal. I'm not saying nothing's wrong with it, but the portal can be improved. We also want to bring back more of Destiny Legacy, and the following will be available in Moment of Triumph. New Fire Team Ops, so the Battlegrounds, the Discard, the Light Blade, the Scarlet Cap, the Corrupted, the Lake of Shadows. These are really good strikes. New Pinnacle Ops, Operation, and 0 Hour. Okay. New Area Ops, Override, on a 4-week map rotation. Cool. Portal Ops activities are gonna be are getting a difficult overhaul and movement trial. The overarching theme is less math, more playing Destiny. Right now, difficult rewards and progression are too intertwined. Plus, a bunch of very, you know, I'm not even gonna read through all of this. I'm finna fuck up my reading, and I'm not even a bad reader. But basically, this is how the new loot system is gonna work. So if you complete shit in a portal, that's kind of what it's gonna do. Okay, so basically, you're gonna have to do the activity is gonna have to be a little bit harder. So basically, if you're doing stuff in the portal, they're giving you rewards for completing it. So if you go in the portal and you're gonna go do something, let's say you go do the light blade, right? Your power level is 400, right? But you're gonna be fighting enemies that are gonna be 450. And on top of that, this is how you're gonna get your um gear. So if you're 400, you do 450, you're gonna get 404. So how will matchmaking be? Okay, they're updating matchmaking, of course. So these activities will include field modifiers that players will have previously encountered, will grant rewards, and rank for the difficulty selected. Okay, adding variety to loot. Now, these are some shit. The following important ops activities will feature exclusive weapons, reward pools, and an armor collection with unique set bonus. So, Crucible Ops, General Crucible, you'll have Crucible Ops Competitive, Trials of Osiris, Iron Banner, Gambit, and Sparrow Racing League. So Sparrow Racing League is actually going to be its own individual thing. Pretty much figured that, but I mean, hey, this is what it is. All right, cool. So solo option fire team, blah 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 blah. Onslaught, contest of elders, and the coil. Onslaught, increase the scrap switches. Not really familiar with these game modes, but we're just gonna move forward from that. Elevating Gambit. For some time now, players have felt like our core activity rotation has been lacking a very special PvEVPV. Okay, and count activity that was introduced in Forsaken. We agree. Moment of trials. Gambit gets a cleaner home in the directory through Gambit Ops. Our focus is on a better placement, stronger reward support, and more legible. Oh my god, I can't read shit. Oh my goodness, guys, bear with me. Not gonna lie, but Gambit is getting an overhaul. Fucking finally, Gambit has felt boring as shit to play. A lot of people who used to play Destiny 2 that were consistently playing the game, favorite mode was Gambit. My favorite mode was Gambit. I enjoyed Gambit when it came out because the loot you were getting from Gambit was worth it. On top of that, a lot of people were using the bygones. That's when Gambit was amazing. Now it just feels like Gambit is shit. But they're going to be adding back some of the, oh shit, the 21%. Oh, that's a great machine gun right here. This is a great machine gun right here. They're adding that back to the game. That's pretty good. Spare rations. I didn't really use it like that, but it is a pretty damn good 140 hand cannon. Can't lie. Jesus. Oh, they're not telling us some of these roles that are gonna be back. Oh man. That's gonna be crazy. Yo, what's poppin', my brother? What's up? Welcome to the stream. I appreciate you joining. Crucible playlist rotations. Obviously, Crucible has been kind of boring. They did say that you really don't have to grind the PvE activities. And you can actually get to the highest power level just by playing Crucible. So I do like that. Oh my god, I appreciate the sub. Thank you so much. Shout out to you, man. Shout out to you. Thank you for subbing to the channel. I appreciate that. I wish a lot of people would use their Amazon Prime account to sub to the channel. I'll probably be talking about that closer later in the video, in this stream / video. I'll be streaming all day, but I kind of just want to hop on here. Oh, that's Zay. Bro, shout out to you, Zay, bro. Shout out to you, bro. You're the first sub, so, bro, you just know I got something for you, bro. I got something for you for being my first sub, bro. Shout out to you, bro. I appreciate it, bro. But like we were going back and saying, yeah, Crucible hasn't really been fun like that. So, but now they're going to be adding some different rewards. So basically, Iron Banner returns every 4 weeks now. So every month, Iron Banner will be coming around. Control remains as a consistent offering by replacing Iron Banner control during the Iron Banner weeks. And a one additional mode is available when the Iron Banner is going on. Holy shit. Trials of Osiris will run every weekend from Friday to Tuesday. That I was not expecting to happen. That is going to be interesting. People are going to be, I'm going to be getting in Discord in a minute. So just give me a moment and I'll be joining Discord. Right now, first I want to focus on getting this out the way. And then obviously I'm going to end this stream. I'm just going to start back streaming again because I'm just going to join the Discord. Anyways, though, that I was not expecting to happen. This is going to be interesting. I'm excited about that. Trials undergoing changes and map rotations. Somebody follow. Appreciate the follow, my brother. Appreciate the follow. That boy Zay follow. That's dope. Obviously, Trials is going under other stuff. Our border, blah, 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 blah. Okay, so they're going to be adding a new 4v4 arena collision. I don't really know how to feel about that, but hey, okay, cool. On to the next. Next, they got heavier and more stuff. So basically, heavy metals is back. Basically, these vehicles you can use in the game that's kind of helping you out and kind of helping you do what you need to do as far as just driving these vehicles, playing in these missions. Personally, I think this is pretty good that they're adding this back. We kind of needed this in the game because it just felt like we wasn't really getting that. But cool beans, whatever. Don't really care too much about that. Now, this is the part I really want to get into because this is the part I care about the most. They're going to be returning Sparrow Racing League, and it's going to have its own thing. I thought that Lord Shaxx was going to be over this, but apparently oh shit, Ghost Returns as okay. So Lord Shaxx is obviously still going to be over Sparrow Racing League. Now, my question with Sparrow Racing League is, since they're going to be adding Sparrow Racing League, will Sparrow Racing League be its own thing? Like, will it be its own separated thing from Crucible, or is it still going to be something that's just going to be like, hey, we're still adding this to Crucible? I mean, I'm not really tripping like that. If they do, they do. If they don't, then they fucking don't. Let's see. So they're gonna have a lot of different rewards. These are gonna be the rewards that you're gonna get. You're gonna get this Sparrow, or you're gonna get this one. Something that I think about when I think about Sparrow Racing League, I know a lot of people don't really know about Sonic Riders, but this kind of reminds me of Sonic Riders. I'm not gonna lie, and I extremely, extremely, extremely hope that we get that type of play style in Destiny, because Sparrow Racing League is fun. It's fun to play, especially with your friends. Like, I have friends that don't really play Destiny like that, but I feel like this one game mode is something I could convince my friends to be like, hey, let's hop on and let's just race each other in Sparrow Racing League. Because then they'll be wanting to grind the game just to get Sparrows. And if that's all they want to just do, and they don't care about anything else, totally fine with me. As long as I can get some of my friends to just come in and just be like, hey, there's a racing mode in Destiny, and I think you guys would like it. And there's cool little Sparrows you can get in the game. I think that would be interesting to do. Obviously, they got swords. They got this big ass fucking rocket launcher. I don't know if that's a pulse rifle or not. This looks like a fusion rifle. That probably looks like a, I don't really know. But most of this stuff that they're going to be adding to the game, I'm interested to see. Now, I don't know if we're going to get everything, but hopefully we do. But that's kind of it for what the developer's insight is. Personally, I give 3 shit bricks less because I don't really care about most of the other shit in the thing. I just wanted to get basically over the shit that I cared about. And I think that's pretty cool that Gambit is going to be back alive in the game. Don't really know what they're going to do with Vanguard, but obviously we still have Grandmasters. People are still going to be doing those. Crucible is going to be more fun. Trials is going to be longer. So people are going to be playing Trials a lot more because that's going to be the new end game for PvP, especially since it's going to be every weekend from Friday to Tuesday. So basically from Friday when it starts all the way till reset, people are going to be trying to play that. That is something that I think is really good that they added to the game. I think now people are going to be like, let me play Trials on Tuesday before reset. Let me see if I can go flawless before reset. A lot of people are going to try to do that, and I can't wait to see how many people are going to try to get flawless before reset. But that's kind of my intuition on that, and I'm just going to leave that there. Obviously, we got other shit we need to be doing as far as that. So, you know, great shit. I'm glad they added that to the game.